Welcome to Terror Tales. Tonight, we unravel the spine-chilling story of the Phantom of Ravenscroft Manor. Prepare yourself for a tale of eerie apparitions and haunting secrets that will leave you shivering with fear. On the outskirts of a quiet village stood Ravenscroft Manor, an imposing mansion with a dark reputation. It had been abandoned for decades, and the villagers spoke of a ghostly figure that wandered its halls at night. Driven by curiosity and a desire for a thrilling story, I decided to investigate the manor's haunting. I arrived at Ravenscroft Manor just as the last rays of sunlight disappeared below the horizon. The mansion loomed ominously, its tall windows like dark eyes staring down at me. The iron gates creaked open as I approached, and the overgrown garden seemed to whisper secrets long forgotten. As I stepped inside, the air grew cold, and the smell of damp and decay filled my nostrils. The grand foyer was covered in a thick layer of dust, and the once elegant furniture was now in a state of disrepair. The walls were adorned with portraits of the manor's former inhabitants, their eyes following me as I moved through the room. I set up my camera and audio recorder, determined to capture evidence of the paranormal. The house was eerily silent, save for the occasional creak of the wooden floorboards. I began my exploration, starting with the ground floor. In the library, I found an old, leather-bound journal. It belonged to Lady Eleanor Ravenscroft, the last resident of the manor. According to the journal, Lady Eleanor had been a recluse, shunned by society after the mysterious disappearance of her husband, Lord Henry Ravenscroft. She had spent her final years alone in the manor, slowly descending into madness. As I read through the journal, I heard a faint, ghostly whisper. I turned on my audio recorder, hoping to capture the sound. The whisper grew louder, and I followed it to the grand staircase. The temperature dropped further, and an oppressive feeling settled over me. At the top of the stairs, I saw her, a ghostly figure clad in a flowing white gown, her hair disheveled and her eyes hollow. It was Lady Eleanor. She floated towards me, her expression a mix of sorrow and anger. I felt a chill run down my spine, but I stood my ground, determined to uncover her story. Lady Eleanor's spirit beckoned me to follow her, leading me through the dark, winding corridors of the manor. The whispers continued, growing louder and more desperate. I was led to a small, hidden room at the back of the house. Inside, I found a locked chest. With trembling hands, I opened it to reveal a collection of old letters. The letters were written by Lord Henry Ravenscroft to Lady Eleanor. They spoke of a dark secret he had discovered, one that threatened to destroy their family. Lord Henry had hidden the letters to protect his wife, but it seemed his efforts had been in vain. The last letter revealed that he had been murdered by a trusted friend who sought to uncover the secret for his own gain. As I finished reading the letters, Lady Eleanor's spirit appeared once more. Her eyes were filled with tears, and she pointed to a hidden compartment in the chest. Inside, I found an old, ornate key. The key led me to a locked door in the basement, which opened to reveal a secret room. The room was filled with strange artifacts and arcane symbols. In the center was an ancient cursed relic, a mirror that had the power to bind souls. Realizing that the mirror was the source of Lady Eleanor's torment, I knew I had to destroy it to free her spirit. Summoning all my courage, I shattered the mirror with a nearby iron rod. The room was filled with a blinding light, and I heard Lady Eleanor's anguish scream as the mirror's curse was broken. The oppressive atmosphere lifted, and the manor seemed to breathe a sigh of relief. Lady Eleanor's spirit appeared one final time, her expression now one of peace. She thanked me for freeing her and vanished into the ether. The whispers ceased, and the manor fell silent. As I left Ravenscroft Manor, I felt a sense of accomplishment. I had uncovered the tragic story of Lady Eleanor and Lord Henry Ravenscroft, and I had freed their tormented spirits. The experience left me with a deeper understanding of the supernatural and a renewed respect for the restless souls that haunt the world. Thank you for joining us on this eerie journey through Ravenscroft Manor. If you enjoyed this tale, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-chilling stories. Sweet dreams if you can.